What it is, what it do, and how the hell are all you? Petrov motherfucker in this bitch. Ha! Having a good morning, Friday morning, cracking me a soda, packing me a bowl. How y'all doing today? Some good shit. So, I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do for content-wise, and, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a week of stoner stories, man. There's some stories that are wild, fun, stupid, crazy, all kinds of dumb shit. And all over some weed. Some crazy shit. Definitely have some crazy drinking stories. Definitely got some crazy fucking, drug stories. All kinds of crazy shit. But who doesn't have a good stoner story? That's what I'm saying. If you smoking that good green, shit, you know what it is. And as of right now, I'm breaking down that Bubba Kush. Bubba Kush. Say that shit with me. Bubba Kush. Shit is fire, stinky, amazing. That's what it is. And, as a little bit of a filler, some pre-harvested Blue Dreams. Not the worst, not the best, but guess what? That bitch is a motherfucking filler, and that's what it's doing. Like I said, it's Happy Friday, start of the weekend. Minnesota's on some rainy bullshit right now. It is what it is. Happens to be that way. And I live in the metro area, so that shit's wild. The rain been going. Yesterday was cold as fuck. It just was crazy. Yesterday was my son's track and field. That shit was just awesome. Bunch of little wild kids running around having a fucking ball. And like I said, I thought me and my homies was wild, man. Shit. That shit was crazy. I think every parent should have to go to their child's track and field at least one, probably in the younger years, because that's when them kids actually, that's just pure fun. It's not a competition to them. They just want to have fun and do their thing, run, throw a ball, kick a ball. And then instead of the older kids got to do a javelin thing, it was like a stick with a fucking tennis ball on the end, and then the younger kids got to do a shoe kick. And my kid wasn't doing no shoe kick because he didn't want to get his feet wet. But some of these kids was kicking them shoes pretty far. So props to them. It was wild. It was fun. I would definitely say, if you haven't been checking out any music, you gotta check out Austin T-Rev. This dude destroyed Screwface. Screwface John or whatever, Gene. I don't know how to pronounce that. Like Jean-Claude Van Damme, but that's how you pronounce it. But it's Screwface John. He's not a bad rapper. Dude's got some bars. Not bad. But he went up against Upchurch, and I spoke about this on my last podcast. He went up against Upchurch, and he got slaughtered. Like, slaughtered gang. Like, he fucking got murked by Upchurch. The second round was pretty close, because Screwface came hard, but then again, Upchurch already defeated him in the first round, so the second round, granted, it wasn't no beef, like Upchurch said on Instagram, nobody got shot. It didn't go that far. It was beef. They was beef, and they was rapping, dissing each other. So I would consider that shit beef, even if it is for fun, even if it is a fake diss. Fox, fake, not Fox News, but like a Fox. What is it called? A Fox. I don't remember the word. Fucking either way, it was a battle. Well, T-Rev went the fucking on his ass, and that shit just it was an amazing fucking diss. And T-Rev. Yeah, that boy, Stick Up Entertainment, shout out to them, him and Venom, they doing a goddamn thing out in West Virginia, they fucking killing it. Austin was also a former member of fucking Murder Music, him and Playboy the Beast put out fucking track after track of heat. You can't get past that. The dude's a killer on the mic. That shit was raw. It's raw, unadulterated talent. And T-Rev, like I said, he disses the shit out of everybody. He won first place, I think, in the Joker's contest, or he was runner-up or something like that. He never got anything out of it because Joker's a bitch. But you know what it is. Because Joker screwed a lot of people. I never really listen to his music. I'm not about that, but I know when he got all upset with Tech 9 and them, he was in the fucking wrong because he thought he was the shit, and yeah, whatever. You can check out the fucking interviews just like everyone else can and go do the homework, but you should definitely check out that. You can check out the Upchurch versus Screwface, the disses between them. It's going to lead you down a rabbit hole on YouTube, but it's a rabbit hole I would definitely say it's worth going down. And then, fucking got Young Gammy. He's literally going off on Facebook yesterday talking about he got the best music video in Minnesota, which I agree with him. I mean, Minnesota's got some raw talent, but it's hard to get recognized on the music scene because Minnesota's really known for producing athletes. Wrestlers, football players, yada, 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 all that dumb shit. But a lot of these rappers that are out there, they're putting out fucking heat and not no music videos really to back it up. At least that I've seen. But the friends that I have, and I know they're putting it out work and putting out heat, those dudes got some raw motherfucking music videos, raw music. Shit's raw. It's good. So you gotta check them out, like Yellow Boy Beats. That dude's him and Stilo dropped that. Fucking Deuce Cobain. They're some fucking savages, and they're from Minnesota. And then we got Young Gammy, got Liquid Assassin. I'm not gonna keep going on. But I mean, we got fucking Pasty White and Strategy, man, out of the Northern Lights. Them motherfuckers, they got raw lyrics too. More of a hippie style music, but the shit still hits. I quoted that in my last fucking podcast too. It is what it is. I love that dude. That's my cousin. He put out a lot of good music when I was younger. I really enjoyed it. I wish he can start doing that again. And if not, maybe me and him can get on some shit together. I'm kind of a gritty dude. He's kind of a hippie dude. So we can probably put out some pretty banging music. All in time, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on getting some beats. So then when I get the beats, I'm going to start writing more. And hopefully get to record some shit and put it in, put it down. You know what I'm saying? Onwards and upwards. Again, and this episode's not about politics. I'm not really trying to touch on that anymore. I mean, granted, I'm still going to, because I'm still right-wing policy. I'm still a right-wing with liberal tendencies, but the fact that we got the Democrats going in after Trump for impeachment, then they're fucking up in their arms about abortion, up in their arms about gun control, but yet they're still not doing their fucking job and just trying to run the United States. Got to continually go after fucking Trump for this Russian collusion shit. If you believe he did it, you're probably a fucking idiot and have no fucking really good idea on politics. That's just, it is what it is. I'm sorry. You're probably a social justice warrior. And that's really all I have to say about that. And then we're going to get into the pot real quick, because I know everyone likes a good strain of fucking pot, right? Everyone likes to get high. It's Friday. If you ain't got a job, you got to get high. In the good old words of fucking Smokey, we getting high. Gotta enjoy it. Yeah, it is what it is. And then, so I was talking about on my last podcast that I was really enjoying Fallout 76. Well, I'm not enjoying that shit as much as I was. I kept dying the last time I was playing, got stuck in a fucking area, couldn't get my loot back, pissed off, shut that shit off. So now we bucking off on NBA 2K19, got the homie, 90, overall 91, come see me. Power forward shit, center gang, tall man gang. It is what it is. Got hella trophies. I mean, it's fun. If you haven't played basketball or one of these games, it's kind of fun. If you can create your own character and run through the fucking season and see how you do, it's awesome. I think it's always fun to do those things. At least game wise, even in wrestling, you get to create your character. Granted, in 2K19, the storyline was kind of fucked. You didn't get to use your actual created character in the season mode in the actual game, which I thought was stupid. Because who wants to just have to create another guy? That's dumb. Not that creating characters isn't fun, but still. It's just not my thing. And as a person that has never watched Game of Thrones, all the people that have watched it, I hope you guys enjoy it. I think it's over now, but I don't know. And then Empire and Star fans, the seasons are effectively over now. They got their last season. They've both been canceled after the season. I'm assuming for Empire that's because of the what did he do? That racist hoax that he did. He just shouldn't have did that shit. I mean, like the guy, like a lot of people on YouTube have said, if you watch some of the right-wing people on YouTube, you'll even hear it. And even leftist people say, why would somebody go rob somebody when it's a polar vortex? And people that don't know what a polar vortex is, that polar vortex, that is when it's extremely cold out. The winds are fucking blistering cold. Basically, it's like the worst part of the winter tied together. Like, you're gonna have it's gonna be like negative fucking 10, negative 15 degrees. Wind chill is gonna be like negative 40. Then the wind's gonna be blowing at like 50 miles an hour. And then it's snowing. Hence, polar vortex. It's a bitch. So the fact that homie went out at 2 a.m. to get a sub from Subway. Who goes to Subway at 2 a.m.? Nobody. In Minnesota, I have never seen a Subway open past 10 o'clock. I know there's a 24-hour one. My homie said it, Token Tech did, but I don't have any idea where the fuck that's at. And I wouldn't mind getting a sub at 2 a.m., but why would I go out in a polar vortex to do it? I definitely fucking wouldn't. That's stupid. But what are you going to do? This is the raw, unadulterated sounds of Petrov fuck on Hotbox Talks. Lighter flick. Give me 2 seconds. Fire in the church. Man, this shit is bomb. Me and weed got a love for each other, man. Me and marijuana, man. Anyways, we're gonna get into the stoner story. Just for today. And I'm gonna do this for a week, and we'll see how everybody likes it. Now, this stoner story, it's gonna be the first time I ever smoked. It was me and a couple friends. We're not friends anymore, but a couple people that I used to know. And we were sitting down, and everybody, the three of them, I had smoked once or twice. I wasn't a heavy smoker, but I drank, and I had my Black and Milds. I had my fucking cigarettes. And I'm just like, oh, I'll get high, you know. I didn't know how to play it off, this stuff there. Because when I did drink, I'd drink at my friend's house and want to go home for the night because I was staying over there, so I didn't get caught. And we're sitting there smoking, and the girl that I was with, she shut off all the lights, you know, to like ominous mood. And this was some Reggie. If y'all don't, I mean, some of these younger kids, I don't think they even know what the fuck Reggie is. 6 sticks, seeds, kind of a nasty taste, but for the first time getting high, boy, was chaboy baked. I was so fucking high, man. And I had a dude, one of the homies was crawling on the floor, another dude was like staring at the ceiling with his eyes shut, saying he could see through his eyelids. This is all kind of crazy shit. And here's my big, stupid ass sitting in a couch. Mind you, this couch is broken. If you've sat on a broken couch, you fall right in that bitch. Well, I don't know why I sat in that spot, but I literally sat there for like 2.5 hours high as fuck. And we smoked out of a pop can. And I want to say it was like a Diet Coke can or like a nasty ass old beer can. It was one of the two because the can did not taste good. And that could be because it was Reggie out of an aluminum can. It was just all the things could have been bad, but I remember getting high. And that was a blast, just being high as fuck. We ended up going to McDonald's. This girl bought us dinner. Or the munchies, I guess, at the time. First time we had munchies like that. And I swear, I think we all ate like 6 McDoubles, 2 McChickens, and a large fry apiece. We were fucking maxed. And it was like Harold and Kumar at fucking White Castle. I mean, Harold and Kumar at McDonald's. It was a fucking riot. And we had, the next day, I woke up higher than a kite still. And I couldn't remember love for money why I was like that. Because mine just the first time I ever smoked like that, like on a heavy session. I mean, we smoked like, I want to say a solid like 3 grams worth of weed in an hour. And mind you, none of us had ever really smoked, so we were baked stupid. And it was the next day, woke up high as fuck, got dressed, had to go to school, was just worried as shit about being high at school because I had never done it before. And I get to school, and I'm late, as always, like late, show up like 3rd period late. And I get in my class, still high, and my teacher, she's talking, if you've ever been in if everybody's been in school, when somebody gets called down to the office, it normally comes over the loudspeaker in the room. And I got called down to the office by the principal or the dean of students, one of the two. And we're sitting there talking, and he's asking me about what I did the night before, this, that, the other. I'm not a snitch, so I didn't say shit. Like, I went home, hung out at home, my parents will vouch for that shit, I don't know why you're asking, this, that, the other, rah, 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 rah. And lo and behold, I find out as I'm leaving that the 3 people I were with, now we're going to be suspended for getting high. We weren't even on school property, so I still don't know how that worked out. But got high, and then they had to go to a drug class for a month. I'll never forget that shit. And because I didn't admit to smoking, they ratted me out, but I didn't admit to actually smoking, so I didn't have to do that. But I remember that shit like it was yesterday. And I don't know if all schools have drug counselors, like legitimate drug counselor, but this shit was wild. It was a blast. It was a memory. I kind of hate all those fucking people now. I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire on some real shit. Overall, it was a good memory. And as a stoner, it was a blast. And everybody's got that first time they got high story. And that's mine. I thought it was fun, and I thought it was wild. It was McChicken filled, McDouble filled, and that was the day that my love of pot started. And ever since then, it's just growing and growing and growing. And I remember when Dank came out, we started coming around surfacing in Minnesota more and more and more. And there was still Reggie. Everybody could still get Reggie, get Dank. It was like half and half. And I still like to get Reggie because Reggie, I got more Reggie than I did Dank. Why would I spend 60 on 3.5 when I can spend 60 and I can get a fucking half ounce of Reggie? Now, I can't ever imagine going back to smoking stick Reggie. I just can't. I just can't. It's not bad. Sure, it would be a nice little switch up, but I don't know if it would get me as high. And I don't want to buy it to not get buzzed or high. And that, I don't think anybody does. But it definitely is nostalgic. Like, just seeing this, if somebody has a fucking brick bud full of seeds and stems, that shit just is nostalgia rolling through the stoner's body. If you've never had to sit there with your thumbs and fingers and break that shit up into little actual pieces and be able to, like, everybody got a grinder now, but man, you had to break that shit up with your hands. That shit was not easy, and it was not fun. Your hands hurt, everything. I mean, that shit made your back hurt having to crush it up. And I know people are like, how the fuck did that make your back hurt? Because you had to sit there for so goddamn long. But it was fun, and that's the first stoner story. So tomorrow, I'm going to hit you with another one, and then the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And we're always going to have a little bit of Canada talk and a little bit of politics talk. But these are stoner stories, and they're meant to be fun, and everybody's supposed to enjoy them. Because trust me, if you're listening to Hotbox Talk, you're a fucking stoner, and you like weed. And that's the whole point of the fucking show, is to enjoy that green, delicious, Mary motherfucking Jane. She's the only girl that has never cheated and has never left a motherfucker high and dry. She has never treated a stoner badly. And that's why we all like pot as much as we all do. Because we all believe that this Mrs. Mary Jane is going to save us from putting that heroin in our veins. So, on that note, I want y'all to have a solid-ass Friday, have a good-ass weekend, and believe this, the stoner stories are coming. They are coming down the mountain when she comes. It's very serious to me. I want to make this channel as much fun as humanly possible. This podcast, this show. This is my baby, and I want to watch this bitch grow into something that nobody else is doing. And I'm promoted on, I promo on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at hotbox_Petrofucka. I'm there. I'm on Instagram, same thing, hotbox_Petrofucka. And then you can find me on Facebook on Hotbox Talk, or on my actual Facebook page, Petrofucka. But you're more than welcome to message me, anything. You can, I don't do no FaceTime on that shit. That'd be creepy anyways. But we could definitely message me. We can try to, if anybody wants to argue, get on the show, have a conversation, whatever it is. Definitely, I'm always open for a conversation. Only thing is, you gotta be able to smoke weed. Because this is Hotbox Talk. It's all about having that sweet Mary Jane in the middle of the conversation. So, holla at your boy if you want to get on. That's for any artist, musician, just random person that think they got a solid opinion, anybody. I'm down to chat, argue, whatever. We can rhyme, we can freestyle, we can do the whole damn dirty deed. Know what I'm saying? We can definitely have fun. Like I said, anything under the book, anything under the sun. All people are welcome. All topics are welcome. Everything on this show is, in my eyes, 100% real, 100% non-fabricated. I want the lighter flicks. I want the sound of the rain. I want somebody, if they burp, fart, or make a funny noise, to be on there so everyone knows this shit is not edited. This shit is not scripted. It is 100% off the motherfucking dome, built on facts, and that's what it's about. That's why it's a right wing with liberal tendencies, stoner, outspoken asshole. Because that's what I is. So, if anybody wants to get on, just shoot the shit, have a conversation, I'm always down. Holla at your boy. Is a motherfucking wrap. Till tomorrow, dog. See ya.